Thank you very much for coming to the Dakar University of Science and Technology. I hope you guys enjoyed your visit and see what we do here at the university. So I had a question for you. What do you guys think about this collaboration that we have between DAUST and Georgetown University?
Well, we obviously think it's great, but it's been a long time putting it together. We started at least 7 years ago trying to figure out, since we have a program in science, technology, and international affairs, and we have people interested in technology that are experts in the policy, and you have people who are experts in the technology and are interested in policy. How could we put this together so we can benefit from each other? And it finally happened with this class.
Excellent. And can you tell us more about the class and your overall experience being here?
You want to start? Okay. So the class is an experimental class, right? So it's as Mark was saying, it's a collaboration between these two universities, but the disciplines are different, right? The School of Arts which has students who are more policy oriented and some of them are technical. Myself, my background is more in computer science and policy and social sciences. And the students those are more engineering students, both computer science and mechanical engineers. And when Mark was talking about this, a couple of years ago, I was particularly attracted to this notion that this class allows for the possibility to have a meaningful interaction, both an equal participation from both these universities, where it's not just a spring break trip that typically American university students go and spend time in different parts of the world. Particularly, they usually go to Europe. I'm just happy that they're coming to Africa. But it stops there. And the component that was particularly exciting for me was it was symmetric in the sense that there are students from DAUST are going to come to DC. So that part was kind of wonderful. And so the class is structured to both have a in-person collaboration, but also we're doing this virtually. So throughout the semester, we're having students, the engineering students, for example, to read, social science stuff, and similarly for the Georgetown students to learn about robotics and some basic understanding of technology. So that's been really, really wonderful for us and to see. And so we're hoping to go a lot more from there, but that's at least the start. And Kate, you might want to add.
Yeah, so I think this is one of the most exciting collaborations that is happening at Georgetown. So I really thought it was amazing that I got to come and participate. I think it's incredibly unique that students get to have the opportunity to take classes with students in another country. So we bring together students in the United States at Georgetown and students here in Senegal in DAUST, and have really meaningful interactions in the class. So they're working on projects together, they're working on policy reports together, they're working on a demonstration of the K2 technologies, trying out how it might be possible to use robotics in a different way, to rethink how people work, how people interact with each other. And I think it's an incredibly exciting experiment that we really hope will lead to lasting collaborations by being in a class together for a semester, traveling both to DAUST and then having the DAUST students come to Senegal. The aim is to create a conversation that doesn't just last a semester, but continues and fosters different kinds of technological innovation, different kinds of technology policy that hopefully leads to innovations that help development worldwide and develop from places like Senegal and interact in different ways in a global context. So I think this is an incredibly exciting project.
Great. Thanks, guys. Perhaps one last question. You've been at DAUST, you've interacted with some of our students. What is your impression? What do you think about DAUST as a university, as an up-and-coming university, as well as the interaction you had with our students?
Well, maybe I'd just say one of the reasons we want to have collaboration with other universities is you break down misperceptions. And I think normally if you ask people in America, where's the best place to study robotics? They might not have said Dakar, they might not have said Senegal, But here we have our students learning from your students about robotics in a really impressive way.
Yeah, I was really impressed with the energy of the students. There's a great hands-on component to DAUST education, which is really unique. The students are in labs, they're making things, they're talking about the projects that they're doing, they're developing a vision for what engineering, what computer science might look like, and how to engage it differently. It's a very fun environment. I think that's fun, serious, and I think it's a place that really fosters deep learning and thinking, which is always what I'm looking for when I'm engaging with an intellectual community, and it's really exciting to be a part of the intellectual community here.
Yeah, I just want to add that, one comment that one of the students made, off the cuff yesterday when we were driving somewhere, is a DAO student, said that, hey, and it's not unclear what we actually did in the class, but it seems to emerge organically from what we were doing, which is that he was saying, hey, I'm really now interested as an engineer, but I'm very interested in policy and more critical evaluation of how some of these technologies are working, and maybe I need to kind of think about how to integrate that more into my education. And he said that he was reading a book, and he started before this class, but he said this class gave me the impetus to finish it. So which was some completely unexpected kind of intervention where you would think that it's just a complementary thing where the Georgetown students are going to be like the social science policy, and then the other students are going to be the engineers. But I feel like this is going to kind of have cross reading where it's not just a division of labor of sorts. There are going to be influences that this class provides to be very synergistic. And I would also add that the class, and I see students embody it. There's a lot of critical kind of thinking. There's also very utopic thinking what technology is doing, and what we are trying to do is to try and have a more realistic perspective of what are the limitations of some of these things, but also ways to kind of move forward and try and address some of the hard challenges that exist in different parts of the world. And so I feel like it's just tremendous hope to see the students and their optimism, and I am we definitely hope to kind of continue this in beyond this class and do projects and stuff. So I'm really thrilled.
So just to end, on the spectrum of universities, DAUST is relatively small, and Georgetown is a big and prestigious university, well known worldwide, one of the top universities. So being such a big university is coming to Senegal and collaborate with university as small as us means a lot to us, and within this setting in Senegal, DAUST is signify hope to some degree for many of the youth in training young engineers and scientists. And so you guys, the contribution you're making right now means a lot to the country. So it's beyond just DAUST, but to Senegal. And I think that goes to show how Georgetown, the vision of Georgetown is as far as supporting, helping, and promoting science or education across the globe and anywhere else. And not necessarily looking at that this university is small, but rather seeing the potential that it has and lending a hand and supporting it. So we are really appreciative of this. And hopefully, these efforts, this collaboration will give fruits to greater things that will impact the entire world and humanity at large. Thank you very much.